Hi guys, welcome to the Random Burrito where I talk about books, food, gaming, pop culture, and sometimes occult stuff. But today we're going to talk about my recent fully booked haul, and I'm gonna talk about my previous hauls as well. This haul is quite special because the one at Ayala E-Block branch, they had a really huge sale. So we're gonna see some of the prices later. But let me just show you what I have bought. Oops, sorry. Alright, so most of them are graphic novels. So we have here World of Warcraft, the Ultimate Visual Guide. So I'm not a World of Warcraft player, however, I do love Warcraft, Warcraft 3, and the expansion, the Frozen Throne. I'm such a huge fan of that world. You know, orcs, humans, night elves, and the undead. I am here for it. I am especially in love with the night elves. So we have here the demon form Illidan, and it went from 1,200 to 300 pesos. So it's basically a steal. All right, so I am just so excited to take a look at what's inside, because normally I really wouldn't buy this. I love it, but I mean, I love the franchise. I love Blizzard as a whole, but I really would not. I'd rather not spend this amount of money on something like this. But since it's discounted heavily, I went ahead and bought it. So what's inside? Oh, I think this is the Frostworm. I'm not sure. Okay, so I forgot what kind of. I think this is the Tauren. Okay. Oh, we have Blood Elves. I think this is Illidan. Okay, so see a detailed map of Azeroth. We have Kalimdor somewhere here. There, Kalimdor. Of Azeroth. Oh, the Horde, the leaders of the Alliance. See, I told you it's Tauren. There. The Night Elves. Ooh. Oh, okay. Drane. Forsaken. Pandaren. Okay. These are really cute. Alright. Ooh, magic. Realms of Magic. Okay. Druidism, Fell Magic, Shamanism, Warlocks, more in Demonology, Necromancy, you have magic weapons, okay. Technology, courtesy of the goblins, mostly. Legendary weapons. Okay. Ooh, so here it says the War of the Ancients. So most likely this was when the Dota, or Defense of the Ancients, was based on. So it's a really huge book with gorgeously illustrated pages. This is really good paper. It's thick GSM. Well, not that thick, but what you would imagine a thick magazine would be. And what can I say? It's just a steal. This is gorgeously illustrated. It tells you a lot of in-game lore. And yeah, you know, if you're a collector, a casual observer, or a hardcore player, you know, this is a good addition to your collection. All right. I think I got a good time flipping through that. Thank you, World of Warcraft. Thank you, Fully Booked. All right, up next we have here, I think this is a graphic novel, The Adventures of Alexander von Humboldt by Andrea Wolf and Lillian Melcher. All right, so this is mostly a telling of this explorer's time in South America, and it went from 1,224 pesos down to 300. Wow. I don't know how many percent that is, but that's a lot. Okay, and again, I really would not pick up something like this since I'm not familiar with the character or the main the main character, but it looks gorge. I am a fan of this. Looks like watercolor or pencil color art, and I'm not sure if you can see, but it seems like it's laden with gold. So just flip through the, oh, I am such a sucker for maps, even though I don't know how to read maps that much. All right. Okay. Oh, interesting art style. This is such a big book. I like how the pages are not crowded. You know, usually there are a lot of panels in a page, but this seems really good. Oh, look at the art. Somehow it kind of reminds me of Van Gogh's Starry Starry Night. It's really gorgeous. Wow. I like the different art styles that they're blending here. The mixed media effect. We have tea stained paper, we have the letters, and then we have, you know, it looks like imprinted leaves on the pages, and then you get to like full colored scenes the next pages. So it's really amazing. Oh, look at that art. Okay. Very interesting page. Okay. Electric eels. Okay. Wow. Well, thank you for having this on, you know, on discount, because I never would have bought it and I would have missed this gem of a graphic novel. Oh. What a gorgeous illustration. Juxtaposed with this whimsical drawing. Looks amazing. Wow. Being friendly with the natives. Okay. This is interesting art. This is, I believe, would be an interesting story if I just get to sit down and read it cover to cover. But for now, let's leave it at that. I am really interested in it right now. So from 1,200 something down to 300, not bad at all. All right, up next we have Dungeons and Dragons Ghost of Saltmarsh. All right, so this is an adventure book. This is mainly for dungeon masters trying to run a game of Dungeons and Dragons with this campaign setting. And Dungeons and Dragons source books are really expensive. As you can see, this one is for 2,398, almost 2,400. Now it's down to 400 pesos. So again, another steal. So let's see. Whew. Okay. The art in these source books never cease to amaze me, and I think it's laminated and hardbound. Really wonderful. Okay, so we're seeing heavy aquatic themes already. Look at that ocean drawing. Isn't that wonderful? Look at the stuff, isn't it neat? Alright, so let's just take a look. Okay, so this is like a full-on, yep, it's a full-on guide for Dungeon Masters on how to run the game. Yeah, this is like, you know, chapter by chapter walkthrough on how to run the game. With, of course, some splashes of art every now and then. Wow, you know, we can't travel that much these days, but you know, imagination can take you places. And that's what I miss about Dungeons and Dragons, especially if you're playing it with your friends. You know, you get to travel to places, do things you normally wouldn't do. The power of make-believe and imagination, right? Ooh. So I think this is like an abandoned shipyard. Alright. So, okay. I see. We have maps. Really wonderful art style. Alright. Since it might spoil any Dungeons and Dragons players, I'm not gonna explore much about it. But yeah, all these 3 books would have normally cost me, what, almost 5,000, I think. But I got them for 1,000 pesos. So really huge sale, and I'm glad I was in the area when they did it. And I bought this because I heard rave reviews about it, and it's by one of my most beloved authors, Victoria. Is it Veronica? Sorry, Veronica Schwab, V.E. Schwab. The Invisible Life of Addie Larue. I've heard rave reviews about it. I've seen like a portion in Times Square where they showed this as like one of the books of the year. It's New York Times bestseller. Okay. Gods of Answer After Dark. Okay. Let me just read through the summary. In a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. Faustian bargain. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, okay. I should have known she's French because Larue sounds really French. Alright, I'm interested. Okay. Well, I still have some books that I need to finish, and I'm gonna show you the books that I bought the past few months that I'm still in the process of finishing. First up, I think this would be the last book in this series. You know, The Trials of Apollo. I got this sometime a week ago, and I'm nowhere near half the book yet because work and life happened, Corona happened. You know, reading hasn't just been that enjoyable for me since the quarantine started. You know, life was in disarray, but you know, we're trying to gain a sense of normalcy again. We have Lovecraft Country. I saw the series on HBO Go. I loved every minute of it. I hope it's a faithful adaptation of the series. So once I'm done with this, I'll read this. And some books that I already finished reading. We have some graphic novels. We have Justice League Dark. So I've read, The Witching Hour, the prequel to this, part one of this. And now, this is the epic conclusion to that story arc where Wonder Woman, Diana, becomes, an embodiment of the goddess of magic, essentially. Next, we have The Flower of the Witch. This was translated. The original author is Enrico Orlandi. I think this was in Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. And this was translated to English. And this is actually a coming of age story. And I like the art style. It reminds me of the animated series Hilda. It's really good. We've talked about toxic masculinity recently. I mean, it's at the forefront of gender discussions. And this book tackles that concept without being preachy. And I think it's a good read for anyone. So let me just show you the art style for The Witching War. Pretty consistent with the first book. Every page is just breathtaking. And lastly, I bought the 75th anniversary edition of Mythology by Edith Hamilton. There are, let me just shift the camera. There are pages that are illustrated here, and I just love the Greek motif to the pages. And it's hardbound, and Greek mythology is a central theme in my spirituality and practice. So this is most sorry, just take a look at this picture. It's really gorgeous. This is called The Rape of Persephone. Although if you've read, Lore Olympus, it's a different story. And, this is mostly a decorative piece on my witchy altar. And yeah. By the way, this is one of my most favorite stories ever, Cupid and Psyche. So Cupid is Eros, the god of love. Psyche, that means soul. So love and soul, they always go together. And if you haven't read that story, you should. It puts Romeo and Juliet and every other love story to shame, to be honest. So yeah, that has been my haul for the past few months. I have a lot of catching up to do with my reading. Nothing has changed in terms of my love for books, just my reading habit, and I know it has affected some of you as well. Don't beat yourself up for it, okay? And we'll find better footing in the next few months, hopefully. Alright, so that has been my haul, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and thank you. See you in our next videos. Bye bye.